Hey guys, Jensen here once again with another episode of World's Daily. CFO against BDS is one of the games that will be coming up that I thought would be interesting to take a deeper dive into to compare how the tactics and playstyles of these two teams will interact. BDS is a team that we have covered quite a fair bit. We've highlighted the problems of Adam, but CFO is something that we haven't really explored yet on this channel. Both of these teams, they have a rather mirrored mid and jungle, where they have a mage mid laner with their preference to Vizier and Orianna, where we are likely to see these two champions be exchanged, and junglers that prefer team fighting setups, such as the likes of Maokai, Ivern, or Sichuan. Now, the AD carry of this current meta will likely see the AD carries rotate around Astral, Xayah, and Kai'Sa, depending on how the Rakan pick is controlled, but the real difference comes in the support position, where CFO ShiauC's prefers the likes of strong, engaged supports. While on the side of Lebrov, his trend so far throughout Season 13 has been to play towards more a bodyguard role, with the option of going for Enchantress as well. Should either team try to mix it up in the bot lane to contest for bot prio, to start the Drake stacking win condition that both of these two teams have relied on fairly often, CFO can opt for the Kalista that they showed in lanes so far, and BDS I do believe they have a pocket Caitlyn that's available for them as well. And now we can't talk about CFO and BDS without talking about the top laners. So introducing CFO's Rest and BDS's Adam. Now we all know that Adam has been made prominent due to the Garen Olaf Darius champion pool that he has been playing. But I do think that Rest has a pocket full of Yordles that he can use to match what Adam has to offer in the top lane. With all that said, I think it is unlikely that we expect a snowball through top either way. So both of these teams have trended towards high levels of activity around Drake, and I think that both of the teams will likely place a very high emphasis on contesting this objective, and whichever team that has a stronger bot lane from draft or who can execute bot lane better will likely to be in the driver's seat throughout that game itself. To understand a little bit more about CFO, I would think that their identity is driven by the support player, ShiauC's. Now, most of you might remember him for a short stint on the Flash Wolves, or for those of you who watched the LPL, he was a mainstay on the E-Star and Ultra Prime roster over the last 3 years. We can see the influences of his time on these teams, such as from the Flash Wolves, causing him to have a very strong connection between support and jungle, where we see his strong engaged support champion pool pair well together with Gemini's team fighting to create a very strong skirmishing duo that's enabled to enforce a strong side of the map. And from his time in the LPL, we can see that this is the macro setup of CFO follows that of this pattern, where they'll play on 3 lanes to maximize farm, 5 minutes or 2 minutes 30 out from the Dragon Spawn timer, and from 2:30 to 1 minute before the Dragon Spawn timer, they will play into a 3-1-1 formation in order to push the top side in, forcing a response before going 0-4-1 to contest the Drake and set up for the Drake themselves. This is rather reminiscent of 2021's macro setups from the LPL teams. So how can BDS respond to this, a macro strategy that was developed 2 years ago? Now, CFO's execution of these strategies aren't exactly perfect, and BDS can try to attack that in these ways. After all, CFO is still a 3-lane team, and in windows where they're not proactively attacking the Drake, BDS can use their 2-lane team setups to proactively find collapses and attack CFO's decision making around hero usage, which was flagged as an issue from watching the Team Will series, where they would actively trade on the opposite side of the map where hero will be used. Now, in orange here highlighted, on this timer where CFO is utilizing a 3-1-1 to push the top side in, BDS can either relieve Adam prior to this timer to bring numbers to contest that, or simply bring 4 people up into the top lane so that they have the numerical superiority to contest the push that CFO has. Once again, utilizing the strengths of a 2-lane team against that of a 3-lane team. Now, CFO's fatal flaw in their series against Team Wills is the utilization of 0-4-1, where they will be sending 4 mid against the 5 of Team Wills on timers when Drake will be spawning, and even choosing to engage on those timers instead. So simply identifying that these are the timers where CFO will be trying to contest Drake from. If BDS is able to match their 4 with 5, this can be how they take control of the river around the Drake objective and find a win against CFO. Still, it is yet to be seen. It's not a case closed and shut. I wouldn't say that BDS is guaranteed to win this, as I do think that there's many pieces to the puzzle that both of these two teams have to fit back in before we see either one come out on top. It's a question of adaptation and who can overcome their current weaknesses in order to find the win and make it to the final round to play for a chance to play in the Swiss stages at the World Championship. If you've enjoyed this type of tactical analysis and enjoyed this video, please do consider giving this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel as well. I hope you have a nice day and get hyped for Worlds.